Hey guys, how are ya? Thanks for clicking onto this video. I'm just gonna be real quick, man. Real quick. I just wanted to comment on a video that GOBLACK2AFRICA just did about two countries, mainly Sierra Leone and Liberia. You know, as you know, GOBLACK is traveled through Africa now. He's been, I think, to about 13 countries or so. He was in Namibia. He lived in Tanzania for some time. He's been to Kenya, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Ghana. So he's traveling around these countries. But I think the honest review that he gave for Sierra Leone and his experiences there, it's something that needs to be spoken about. Because I think a lot of Sierra Leoneans actually agree with him, except, you know, a few people. You expect that. But a lot of people agree with him. One of the things he talked about is the filthiness in Ethiopia. I mean, in Sierra Leone, it's just filthy, filthy, filthy. You know, now, this is where I have a problem with these African countries failing to control this filthy garbage collection and all these things. I don't get it. Because last time I checked, when you look at the Benin City and other areas around Africa, even the villages in Africa that have been villages untouched for such a long time, even when Waramaya went to the Himba tribe, you didn't see filthiness there. They have everything. You have where they have their toilets, they have where they live, where they cook, where they eat. Everything is all set up. You didn't see filthiness. You know, their bathing system is a little bit different, but it's still, when you apply that stuff, it's shiny, you're looking good. You didn't see any filthiness. So why has this filthiness become a thing? Because now we've created these cities that were not planned. Some of them were not planned at all. You know, and because now we've lived in this for such a long time, is that we've now assumed that to be normal when it's not. It only takes someone who has traveled or someone from the outside to come and tell us that this is wrong. You shouldn't be living like this. You know, and personally, I was disappointed, but this is across Africa with garbage collection. There's an issue, you know. But now they can't say it's because they don't have money. Because I gotta tell you, there's a country that has done extremely well. It's 100% black. And 25 years ago, this country was devastated by a genocide, where almost 1 million people were killed. And before the genocide, it was a poor, very, very, very poor country in Africa. It's a landlocked country, nothing special about it, no minerals. The only thing they have there that you can say is great is coffee, you know. However, you can't compare these guys, because some people in Sierra Leone like to say, oh, the country is just coming out of the civil war and this and that and that and that. Oh, well, same thing with Rwanda. They had a civil war. They had a genocide. But all it took is one leader who stood up and said, we're going to clean up. We're going to clean up. You know, President Bo, or I don't know, Bio of Sierra Leone, nothing is stopping him right now to galvanize his people and tell them that we need to clean up our streets. Nothing. In Rwanda, they have one thing, they have thing they call umuganda, which happens, I think, fortnightly, where everyone goes and does some cleaning up. Or if you're in a village and they want to build a school, you go and help out build that school. Because at the end of the day, that school, that's where you're going to send your kids. You're supposed to help build it. You know, because Rwanda, the government cannot afford to do everything. The economy of Rwanda is only about $9–10 billion. It's a small country. But the things they've managed to achieve and do using the Muganda has saved them billions of money. But that means now every person in that country is going to look after those things because they participated in building those things. They are proud of those things. It wasn't some foreigner Chinese guy coming in to do it. Nah, they did it. So Sierra Leone can do it. And it's just sad that there's a lot of African Americans, one of them Dynasty Me, that like to take people to these countries. And that's great. But they never talk about this. And it's just sad that you're going to leave America and you go straight to Sierra Leone. And then you go back to America. Because what you're going to see in Sierra Leone is probably one of the poorest economies in Africa. And it's bad. So far from what I'm hearing, I think it's badly run. If they can't even have chicken. Africans, we like, just black people in general, we like chicken. I don't even care. I like chicken. Chicken wings, I honestly prefer T-bone steak, but I like a bit of chicken, and you're telling me, Sharon, it's some Lebanese guy that's buying this chicken from somewhere in Europe that's taking months and months and months to get into the country, and by the time it gets into the country, the chicken has gone bad, but they're still selling it to the people, and the people have been forced to eat this chicken that's gone bad. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Are you telling me that Sierra Leone can't farm chicken? That's wrong. That can't be the way to live. And I think this is where people now must start getting angry at their governments and forcing their governments to do the things they should be doing as governments. The problem we have is that some of these countries, presidents have it so easy because sometimes Africans just want to be peaceful, just want to live in peace. But you can live in peace as well while fighting for change. It doesn't have to come to a war. Like, just look at this instance. So Sierra Leoneans were quick to kill each other because that civil war was just two groups with a misunderstanding about things. All right? I'm not trying to go into detail about that. But they were quick to start killing each other. But right now, the Lebanese are running them left, right, and center, and they are not quick to come together and fight those Lebanese. Doesn't matter whether whether they've bought the government. Doesn't matter. You can still fight them. There can't be one supplier of chicken in the country. That's ridiculous. Not two, not even like 10. There should be hundreds of people chicken farming. You go to most parts in Africa, most parts, Uganda, Kenya, Zambia, Namibia, it's just people. You find someone in the backyard, they have a chicken rearing thing. They can do 200 chickens every, 2 or 3 months, however it takes them. And they go and sell this on the market. Rather than eating raw chicken from Europe. Sierra Leoneans eat a lot of rice. But most of that is being imported from Asia. There's plenty of land, plenty of water, plenty of everything in Sierra Leone to grow this rice. It's the mentality, guys. We have to wake up because we don't have a big brother who's going to come and save us. There's no Christ who's coming to save you. You got to save yourselves. And this is just across Africa. It's disappointing. It's disappointing. If Rwanda can do it, a poor country that has come out of a civil war, they don't have some major natural resources. But right now, they're leading the country, the continent. They have the most effective army that helped defeat they call it Al-Qaeda or whatever they call them in Mozambique. Right now, the president just signed something, a memorandum of, working together with Senegal to start what they want to start producing their own vaccines. That's what it takes. So President Bill, please, the people of Sierra Leone, treat them like people, brother. Give them an opportunity to live better lives. You can be poor, but you don't have to live in filth. We don't have to live in filth. And this is just across Africa. We never lived in filth pre-colonial. We can be poor, but we don't have to live in filth. The mindset needs to change, guys. And a lot of people agreed with Go Black to Africa. And I agree with him because that's just across Africa. But I think he's visited a lot of countries. And for him to specifically point those countries out, it means it's worse. It's terrible. It's terrible. And it needs to change. It needs to change. Our attitudes need to change. Thank you guys for watching this video. And please subscribe. Goodbye.